Dana's experience as a journalist has inspired her storytelling approach to serving as village historian. She has brought local history to life for audiences large and small through her trademark slide presentations on topics ranging from urban renewal to Sing Sing prison, and local legends to the cultures that have made Ossining who we are today. It is rare that someone so treasured for her service has an opportunity to recommend a successor, and Ossining is fortunate that is the case here today. We are also fortunate that Dana will continue to be a presence in village government when she takes office next year as a village trustee. With mixed emotions, I have accepted the resignation of our deeply beloved and admired village historian, Dana White. And with great pleasure, I announce the appointment of Joyce Sharrock as our new village historian, effective immediately. And now I'd like to give Dana an opportunity to introduce her fellow historian.
Thank you. I won't talk long because I know it's really hot. But I actually first got to know Joyce years ago. I was giving a talk at the Baker's Collier Gala, and we were engaged, right? But then I got to know her work with the Little Birdie County Genealogy Society. And I realized that since I was going to have to be resigning anyway, why not just do it now? Because I think the moment is now, right? It's time just to get a fresh approach on local history. You know, history is multidimensional, and it has to be told from a lot of different viewpoints. If you don't do that, then you really don't have true history. So I'm excited about what Joyce is going to bring to the position. She's born and raised here. She is related to musical legend Freddie Sharrock. There's absolutely nobody better for this time to tell the stories of our village that need to be told. And she's also like a badass working for the emergency services. Anyway, here's Joyce. Thanks.
Mayor Garrity and Dana, for this opportunity to serve my community that I love, to work on my passion, which is history, and sharing the history with my community. My family has been in Ossining for over 120 years. This is a fantastic time. I enjoy learning more about the community. I want to share it. I want to tell the stories that haven't been told yet. So I'm very excited to just work with the community to tell the stories that have never been told, to capture the histories that have never been captured and told, and to document our current history that we're living now. So the first thing I'll be doing is called Ossining COVID Project. And we'll be documenting our living history today, calling on all of the residents to contribute their feelings, their emotions, journals, anything they're feeling at this time for prosperity and for their future grandkids to study and see them as part of living history. So without further ado, I want to talk about the Reverend Henry Duers, because that's what we're here. And I just want to mention that the Reverend Henry Duers' great-granddaughter is here with us. Nancy. So this man lived an incredible life, and I have to put it in 10 minutes because it's hot and I don't want you all to melt. But I'm going to do the best I can to give honor to this man so deserving of this moment. 80 years ago, by the proposal of the Ossining Negro Civic Organization and the adoption of a resolution by the Ossining Village Board of Trustees, this island was named in memory of Reverend Henry Edward Duers. Henry Duers was born into slavery in 1846 on the Duers Plantation in the town of Windsor in Bertie County, North Carolina. At the age of 10, he was sold to the neighboring plantation for $475 to settle the estate 1865, at the height of the Civil War, Henry, then 20, ran away from the plantation in search of freedom at risk of his life. Shortly after his escape, he was recruited to the Northern Army, which he never intended to join. However, he was persuaded by the Northern recruiter to fight for freedom of his mother and sister who were still enslaved. Henry served as a private in the 14th U.S. Colored Troops Thunder Artillery on the Gap. He was honorably discharged on December 12, 1865. After the war, Henry returned to the plantation which he fled, made peace with his former master, and worked there as a barrel stave maker until his family left North Carolina in 1870. At this time, Henry moved to Yonkers, where he worked as a hotel keep and a hackman. It was during this time that he became actively involved in a local Baptist church, an environment that inspired him to answer the call to go into ministry. From 1873 to 1880, he attended the Richmond Institute in Richmond, Virginia, a theological institute recruiting for the freedmen of the South. Upon completion of his studies, he received his license to preach and returned to Yonkers and established his first church, Messiah Baptist Church on Roadway Avenue. In 1889, the Reverend Duers came to Sing Sing, now Ossining, as a missionary, holding Bible classes and Wednesday prayer services in the various homes of his small membership. The following year, in 1890, the Reverend Duers' mission was formally recognized as an institution of God during the centennial service for the First Baptist Church. The participation in the celebration, along with the forthcoming Christmas holiday, inspired the naming of the church, the Centennial Star of Bethlehem Baptist Church. Through the many relationships the Reverend cultivated in the village, he was able to secure locations for the new church to meet, utilizing space in local businesses throughout the village. The Reverend Duers worked diligently and tirelessly to raise the $500 needed to begin construction on his church at 148 Spring Street. How ironic that it was $25 short of the value placed on his life when he was 10 years old. In 1892, his work came to fruition as the Reverend oversaw the construction of the church, laying some of the brick with his own hands. Reverend Duers led his growing flock until he retired in 1924, though he remained a regular contributing member of the church and mentor to the leadership. In 1932, the little brick church was knocked down in order to give way to a large one built in its place to accommodate the 250 parishioners. Through the efforts of Reverend Duers, all of the church debts were paid off, including the mortgage. In 1977, the church purchased land at the site of the old Ossining Hospital, located at 304 Spring Street, and that's where it stands today. The old church at 148 Spring Street still stands and is the home of a Spanish-speaking church. Forgive me. Iglesia Cristiana Trinidad de Dios. The Star of Bethlehem Church was and still is the largest African American church in Ossining. Although retired, Reverend Duers contributed. His contributions reached far beyond the pulpit. He was a sought-after speaker, a teacher, who curated essays for publication, a carpenter, a builder, and additionally he was an active member of his community and served as a member of countless local organizations. He was the treasurer of the Negro Elks. He was an honorary member of the BMW, Veterans of Foreign Affairs, or Wars. He was an honorary member of the Young People's Club at St. Matthew's. And I just want to take a moment. He was 80 years old when they made him an honorary member of the Young People's Club. I'm half his age and my kids are not letting me in the club. So this says something about this man. He was a member of two posts of the was a troop leader of the Boy Scouts, Troop 30 in Ossining, a chaplain for the Republican Colored Welfare Association, and a member of the Might Club at Sharrock. He was an advocate for education, as he believed it was the way to make people into good citizens. He unapologetically and fearlessly defended the rights of his flock and demanded equal rights and treatment for all. He was not afraid to have an unpopular opinion or to go against the popular majority for what he thought was just and right. Such is the case when I researched and found that Henry Duers, in 1897, was the spiritual advisor to an inmate at Sing Sing about to go for the electric chair. He was on death row. And when he was executed, Reverend Duers claimed his body and had him interned at Sparta Cemetery, a decision that vexed the community, as that was the cemetery where the earthly share were heroes. But the Reverend Duers believed Scott made peace with his maker and deserved a proper burial. Reverend Duers was a pillar in the African American community, a beacon of light, and instrumental in bringing countless African American families, including my own, from Merced County, North Carolina, to Ossining in the 1950s. His large 13-room home at 59 Williston Avenue, which we know as Hunter Street today, was referred to as Duers Ranch. He would rent space in his home to families who needed accommodations while they got acclimated themselves to life here in the village, providing them a home until they found a place of life. Reverend Duers was a respected man of the community, well known for his service to the church, people, and his country. Reverend Duers died on June 22nd, 1940, and Duers Circle was dedicated 2 months after his passing. When did you ever see anything in government move that fast? The community would continue to celebrate his life annually for many years thereafter. At the 1941 dedication ceremony right here, a bronze tablet mounted with a huge boulder was unveiled. Now it's located at Nelson Hall. The event was quite a spectacle. A parade ensued from the Star Bethlehem Church to this location, drawing attendees of all kinds. Austin elected officials, religious leaders from every church in town, church leaders from the city and throughout the state, multiple veterans organizations, community members, and powerful civic leaders, including the likes of Adam Clayton College leader. And he said these words about the Reverend Duers. Reverend Duers is not a leader. He is a member and a symbol of democracy. This man labored in darkness worse than we ever have known. He broke the barriers of illiteracy, poverty, and slavery. He proved that there is no barrier that cannot be overcome. The dedications will continue. In 1952, 12 years after his death, the Citizen Register published an article boasting of the many notes and phone calls they continue to receive from the citizens expressing their grief, recognizing the loss of this great man. In 1963, by recommendation of the Central Committee of Organized War Veterans, and in accordance with the town of Ossining public policy of naming streets after veterans, a street was named Duers Court in honor of the Reverend Duers. Reverend Henry Duers was a beloved husband, father, grandfather, the last Civil War veteran in Ossining, founder of the Star Bethlehem Church, organizer of 12 churches throughout the county, and one in Merced County, North Carolina. He licensed 41 men and 3 women, prominent speaker, writer, mentor, and a most influential man among his people, his flock, and his community. We are proud to honor him today.
Safety upgrades that have happened here that now make it safer for pedestrians and for drivers. And so I'd like to hear from Engineer Carl Fraioli.
Good afternoon. Looking here. This project really was undertaken by the village because of the manager's office, engaging with some of the residents in the condo, had concerns with some of the residents in the areas about the traffic safety in the area. And while we were kind of brainstorming out here on how to tackle it, we kind of stumbled on the plaque that was here, and we kind of all knew it was there, but thanks to that wonderful presentation you just gave, it really it adds a lot more to everything that the folks who worked on this accomplished, because it's now you've kind of resurrected the attention that it deserves, and I'm pretty confident that it won't fall into that level of condition again for a very long time, if ever. And I hope you're happy with the way it came out. That said, it started with a concern for some of the traffic coming through the area. So, the village all met with, as a team, with the police department, planning department, the manager's office, and public works, of course, and said, well, what are the issues down there? And basically, it was common with a lot of issues: speed. So the cars were rifling through the area, coming out of the Brander's shotgun and shooting right up to the shortcut of Ann Street over here to get over to Snowden Avenue. And the simplest way to do that is simply by dropping a stop sign, which we could have done, but we kind of wanted to embrace the area because of what the area was doing for their own parcels. You see very well kept homes here. This was just actually refurbished when we were doing the work here. The condo association just refurbished it, and everybody has a lot of attention to their homes, so we wanted to do the village part and reciprocate with attention in this area. And what we did was not only putting one but two stop signs over here, and then made the area, which is full of pedestrians any time of the day, safe for ADA accessibility and pedestrian thoroughfare. So again, it was really a team approach, and taking all those ideas and implementing it into a project that became much more than it was originally intended, but very much a finished product that I think everybody will appreciate for years to come. If you want to just take a peek, and I can talk to some of it. Because of the age, I think the dedication was originally 1940. The specifications required on roadways and ADA accessibility and sidewalks and such were not what they are today, right? So lane widths were smaller. You didn't have the parking condition that we're trying to maintain here. But essentially what we did at all the intersections was provide ADA accessibility with truncated domes, which is the specification for people in wheelchairs or assisted walkers today, or people that are blind. And you have the drop curbs to assist those that are wheelchair bound or need the ADA access to the sidewalks, so they can make safe transport of themselves through this area without being hindered by any traffic patterns, as well as the crosswalks painted on the road. And then everything was the icing on the cake with the new pavement, which we did to envelop the newly constructed Duers Circle rather, and new paving all the way up to the intersection of Main Street in the village. So again, the detail was with a lot of team contributions that went into this. We interacted with a lot of the neighbors and the property owners that abut this project, and I think for the most part everybody is very satisfied with how it turned out. Thank you.
Great, thank you. And we talked about, I just want to point out we have a number of special guests here. In addition to Henry Duers' granddaughter, we also have representatives from Star of Bethlehem Church today, including Reverend Sean Jones, and as well as Joyce Sharrock's mother, equally important to everyone here. And we also have Northern Wiltshire, who sometimes wears a hat as town council member, but really he's here today representing Star of Bethlehem, and he's a neighbor. So he's very pleased about the upgrades here in his neighborhood.
Yeah.
We're really... So we're going to take a little walk down here to this intersection, and I'd like to hear from Lieutenant Montague, who's going to tell us about what this means from a traffic and safety perspective for drivers.
Okay.
Wherever is best for you.
Okay. Hi, good afternoon. It's my pleasure to speak to you today about traffic safety and how seriously we take it. Now, many years ago, myself and Paul Fraioli, the village engineer, and the village planner at the time, were able to put together a small group where each time we find an intersection or a major problem in the village that we see that we need to deal with, we created this team, and we're able to work together to develop ideas and to come up with best practices and to make the village safer in general. This is an excellent opportunity here because not only are we able to work on an intersection and make it safer, we're also able to take part in history. It's wonderful that we were able to put a facelift on Duers Circle and make it look a lot better. And you know, Ossining is very old, but with old comes unique, right? And with unique you develop traffic issues with the uniqueness of an older village. We find beauty in the unique, but unique problems require unique solutions. So 2 stop signs in a row, some folks would say that's a little odd, but it's unique, and it was the exact thing that we needed to do to make this intersection safer. And it all started obviously on our end with a traffic study that showed a number of accidents in this area. And as we follow state regulations and guidelines in developing our plan, all that came into fruition. So thank you very much.
Great. Thank you so much. And before we wrap up today on this very warm day, thank you everybody for joining us. Special thanks to Dana White and really to Joyce Sharrock for her tremendous history lesson for all of us today, and for the Duers family and all that they have for generations contributed to our community. Just want to acknowledge we're joined here by we tried to keep the numbers very low so that we could have plenty of space. Thank you to the police for closing off the street for us so we could all keep plenty of distance. Thank you everybody for wearing your masks. Thank you to, we also did not mention the other staff member who was part of the planning, is our planning director, Jaime Martinez. Thank you very much. And the whole village management team is here with us. And last but certainly not least is the village board, and so many of us are here today. I'm joined with my Deputy Mayor Rika Levin-Reisman and where'd he go? That guy. Trustee Lopez behind one of the cameras here today. So thank you everyone for being with us. And we're grateful to have been able to tell you not only about the safety upgrades and what's going to make this a safer intersection for all the pedestrians and drivers, but for the fabulous history from our community. Thanks so much.